Okay, today we're going to do a Bold 9700 or 9780 take apart. Now, I've just changed the screen on this one, as you can see. And if you've noticed, the original screen, I'll show it to you, had a white lining. Now, it's a 402. Don't know if you can see the numbers there. 402. 402 is the same as a 002, black. So, if you use the black one, it works. Most cases I replace it with a white one, but this customer in particular preferred, didn't want to wait for me to order it because I don't have it in stock, and this one works, and a lot of people actually like how that looks. It looks unique. It's a matter of preference. I sort of like it, but anyways, I'm going to show you how I changed it. Okay, so first take the battery door out, and we have this. Okay, so we get a flathead screwdriver or a case opener tool, which I don't have. I do have, but I don't have it at hand, so it doesn't matter. Just be careful. And you stick it in here in the corner. Stick it in that corner, and boom, it should pop off. Maybe not that easily, but it'll come off pretty easy. Try not to break any of all those little clips you see. Don't break one of them, because it won't sit nicely after. Okay. Now, we take our screwdriver, which I should have been more prepared, but this is a very quick video here. Okay, it's a T4 or 5. I think it's T4. Maybe it's T5. I never know the numbers. I just know that I stick it in there and it works, but it's a hex. So if you have a hex kit, you'll be able to do this easily. And there's 2 screws. Okay, 1 and 2. Boom, boom, boom. And put them. I usually use the battery door to put all the screws in. Okay, see, the battery door is a nice little storage. Now, the bezel has to come off. This bezel, okay, you pull off the sides. Here you go. See, pull the sides out. There you go. I am using my iPhone 4S camera to do this, so I don't have anything to mount it on, so it's just sitting on the desk. Okay, so you pull the bezel. Yeah, once you pull the sides out, you pretty much just pry the bottom, and it starts to come out. Now, wiggle it out, like this, and the whole thing comes off. Now, I've seen a lot of people, I would say noobs, but they just don't know. I would be tempted to do so, is they remove this piece here because they think there's screws underneath the top, and that's completely pointless. So don't do that. You can't put it really back on nicely. It's pretty much, it's not even super glued, it's melted together. Alright, now first thing you do over here is unplug the connector. You see a connector here. This is for the media cards and speaker, the loudspeaker. You unplug that. Okay, the keypad comes right off. It's just sitting there right now. Comes right off. Now there's 4 screws. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just rip them off. You know, 4 of them. Just get them off real quick. This phone is a very quick phone to take apart. It's not a big ordeal. And there she comes. Now make sure the SIM card is out. If it's still there, it won't come out. The motherboard won't separate from the back. So now you just lift it off. There's the motherboard. There's the back piece. If you want to replace the loudspeaker, okay, you got to pull this off. This is the media card reader, and it comes out. But first you take the headphone jack, just clip it off. Then you take that off, and then you'll see the speaker in there. The best way is to order this entire piece. It's the easiest way, and it's not much more money. Now these plastic buttons always come off, so make sure that you don't put the phone together without putting these on, because it's tough to put it on once the phone's all screwed in. So keep that together. Okay, now here we have the trackpad. The connector's back here. You can pull it off like this. Now this phone does have 2 speakers. That's the earpiece speaker, okay? And this just comes off. You can peel it off. Just be careful. There's the earpiece speaker. And then the loudspeaker is in the back piece. I already showed you. It's 2 separate speakers. So if you can't hear anybody when you're on the phone, then it's this speaker. If the phone doesn't ring or it's choppy, it's the other speaker. Now this part is the fun part. When you're replacing a broken LCD, it's going to be glued with these two things. This is very strong two-way tape to the motherboard. But there's these clips at the top. That's the only ones you got to take off here, see? You don't take them off. You just bend them back very carefully. Just bend them back. See? Okay, and then the screen will come off. It won't come off this easy. This is a new screen, and I find it very pointless to glue these down. I mean, that's my personal opinion. So I leave a piece of tape on it, because if they were to break it again, it just makes it that much easier to replace. And it really doesn't do anything. But I'm comfortable doing that. If you're not, please make sure that it glues down nicely. As you can see, it's a 002. 002 and 402 are compatible with each other. It's just a color difference. So we put it back together. Yeah, the LCD ribbon plugs into this connector right there. Now this same procedure applies to the 9780, because they are pretty much the exact same build, same parts. It's pretty similar. So put the trackpad back on. Oh, here's another tip, because I learned this the hard way. When you put in the motherboard, you put the bottom in first. Okay, because it goes underneath the plastic. See? If it goes on top, you won't be able to get the bezel on. And then once that's, put the connector on, make sure it's all leveled here. If you're getting a bouncy, not leveled feel, make sure you're not squishing any ribbons, or that see here in my case, I didn't notice, but the camera button had come loose and it was in the way. And don't forget to pull the pins back here on the LCD. Just push them back in carefully again. There we go. Now we put it back together like this. Okay. And like that. Now I'm going to be uploading this directly from my iPhone, I think. So there's not going to be any annotations and stuff at the moment. I might put it in after, but no effects, nothing. This is just a raw video. I had this 9700 here. I haven't done a 9700 video in a while. Actually, I don't think I've ever done one. And it's an easy phone to repair. You can do this. Most repairs you can do this on your own at your house. Just make sure before you order a screen that you check the number, because only 402 and 002 are compatible. If it's 001 or 4, they're not compatible at all, and you have to know before you order. Put these screws in. Now, excuse the visibility on the video. I mean, I hope you can see everything I did. I don't have a mount for my camera at the moment or anything. I don't even have a camera. I just have my iPhone. My webcam I was using is just terrible, and I realized that the autofocus, I can't get it off. And I'd hate to watch a video that keeps autofocusing. Oh yes, I just threw the bezel on without explaining. Let me take it off again here. Sounds like it's breaking and everything, but it's fine. Okay, so hook the top on. See? Okay, now this, the way I do it, is don't bother with the sides yet. Clip in the bottom. See, you hear a nice snap, it's nice and even. Then, take the sides, put them in the slot, there's little slots, you'll see them, and push in, and then make sure it all clips along the sides. Make sure that the pin is in the slot, that little plastic. If it's not, you'll break it, and then the bezel will never sit tightly. Okay? Now the bezel's on. Put the screwdriver in. The screws, oh yeah, all the screws are the same size, but the two black ones go on this on the outside here. All the other ones are silver, so you'll know the difference. Just 2 black ones go here, the other 4 go on the inside. Okay, then we take this piece and we clip it into place. That's it. Nope. It's not going in right, then double check why. Don't just force it because you'll break the pins. And like I told you before, it's very important not to break those pins. See, this one got bent. That's okay. Just don't break it off. And then get it in. Yeah, I'm struggling with this one here. Okay, so make sure that you got it right. And like I said in my previous videos, I don't cut out the hardships that you might have doing your own repairs. Because I notice a lot of videos, it's so perfect and easy. There we go. But no, everybody makes mistakes. There's mistakes. There's unexpected things that could happen. Broken ribbons, broken pieces. But there we go. Everything's good. And here we have it. I'm going to pull the screen protector off because I'm going to be putting a real one on. And as you can see, it's booting up nicely. And we're ready to go. Thanks for watching.